Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, studying Pirkei Avot, the first chapter of Pirkei Avot. We're going to look at the second Mishnah in the first chapter of Pirkei Avot. It's a teaching of Rav Shimon HaTzadik. Rav Shimon HaTzadik is the only member of the Men of the Great Assembly, that group which consisted of Nevi'im, prophets, and others who are mentioned by name. He's kind of as some point out, a transitional figure between that biblical world and the rabbinic world, and actually something that Rav Yitzchak Greenberg in his commentary on Pirkei Avot notes. The Chazal will often refer to sort of fundamental changes that happened after, between what existed when he was alive and what happened after he died. Here are some examples. As when he was alive, the permanent fire on the Mizbeach, never ceased. But once he died, it became more erratic. During his lifetime, again around the sacrificial service, because he was a high priest. He was not just any old person. He was also the Kohen Gadol. That the wood that was collected was enough for all the burnt up sacrifices. But once he died, and he had to constantly replenish it. So all these these miracles are associated with him, and so he's a very much Beit HaMikdash character amongst the Anshe Knesset Hagadola. And this is what he teaches. Shimon HaTzadik Haya Mishiarei Knesset Hagadola. He was from those last folks of the Men of the Great Assembly. Hu Haya Omer. He was known to say, Al Shlosha Devarim Ha'olam Omed. The world stands on three things: Al HaTorah, Va'al HaAvodah, Va'al Gmilut Chasadim. You might be familiar with this. There are some songs that have been prepared around these words. The world stands on three pillars: Torah, Avodah, which is service of God, divine worship, and acts of loving kindness. Okay, that's very nice. That's very apple pie. But it's significant to note what happens actually in the Gemara Yerushalmi around this collection. It says the Gemara in Tanis, this is Tanis Daled Beis. Rabbi Yaakov Bar Acha b'Shem Rabbi Yosa. He said the following in the name of Rabbi Yossi: La'olam ein ha'olam omed ela al karbanot. You should know the world only stands on the sacrifices. Taman Tanina. And then we learn Shimon HaTzadik Hayam Mishum. We quote our Mishnah, right, where he says no, it stands on three things. As if to say that Rabbi Shimon Gamliel was aware of this other teaching, that everything turns on the world of Beis HaMikdash sacrificing life, and he expands it. And what's again so significant is that he is the Kohen Gadol. He's the high priest. But that doesn't matter because he's much more. He's part of this Anshe Knesset Gadola. We'll pick up tomorrow, indeed, what these three pillars are. If you want to have a chance to study them and see how you understand them, that'll get you one step ahead of the rest of us. Have a great day.